Hello, hi, and welcome to Empathic Fire. I am your reader, Jay. This is going to be a special birthday reading for the sign of Leo. Hello, Leo. How are you guys doing? I hope that you're doing well. All right, friends, happy birthday wherever you are in the world, whatever particular day, specific day your birthday falls on. I hope you guys have an amazing birthday. 2020 has been quite a year, has it not? And a lot of signs thus far haven't really had the opportunity to celebrate. Maybe Leos will be the first batch. In America, it doesn't seem to be going that way. But wherever you are in this crazy year, again, however you're celebrating yourself or, being surrounded by friends and family or, whoever loves you and cares for you, I hope you have a great time. Again, as of today, as I record this, the pandemic is still very much going around and it's still very much a concern. So please be careful. Take all precautions, okay? And keep yourselves happy, safe, and healthy, all right? Leos, if you've been with me before for your birthday reading, which was approximately 365 days ago, you might see something very different here. I devised this today. I was just feeling like, I'm kind of over the former spread that I was doing. I want to do something a little bit more tailored or something a little bit more perhaps adventurous. So we're going to see how it goes. You're my little guinea pigs, Leo. So what we're going to do, we're going to have sort of 5 mini readings concerning different areas of your life. So I've gone ahead and because the Kipper deck, that's what these are. These are Kipper cards, right? So the Kipper deck is like harder for me to kind of connect with sometimes. So I prefer to do that off camera just to lay them out here. They're really just going to kind of inform the background or perhaps even the focal point of these different areas of your lives. And then we're going to clarify each area with different tarot cards, okay? If you want anything from me, Leo, all that information is in the description box. So if you want to purchase a personal reading with me, that information is down in the description box below. Feel free to email me before you purchase if you have a clarifying question, if you want to, figure out when I will do it and all that other kind of stuff. As it is right now, it's like 24 to 72 hours. Usually I get things done within 2 days from when you actually send payment. But if you have any other clarifying questions, just email me at the same address and I will answer as soon as I can. The link for the Instagram is down there if you want to follow me over there. I really got to work more on that. I really got to make like a set day or like a set time of day that I post something to the Instagram because, oftentimes I'm just like kind of worn out from my work day. So it's kind of hard. So I don't know. I got to figure that out. But anyway, if you want to follow me on that platform, that link is down below. Anything else? Oh yeah, like, share, subscribe, and comment if you find something here that resonates, okay? If you like my vibe, if you like what you see here, cool. If not, that's okay too. But, I always encourage people to be high vibe. Now, let's just go ahead and stop the chitter chatter and get into it, okay, Leo? So as I explained, each of these Kipper decks is pointing to a particular area in your life. And please forgive me, again, you're the guinea pig. So if you don't really like this, sorry, but I want to give it a try. I want to see how it goes. And as I conceptualized it, it felt pretty good. But anyway, 5 different areas. So you've got your mind here, body and wellness here, spirit and heart here, purpose down here, and connections, soul connections over here. We're going to hit each one separately, clarifying with at least 3 tarot cards to kind of figure out what we're talking about, okay? So we're going to go in that order: mind, body, spirit, purpose, connection, all right? I don't think I'm going to timestamp all of those. Nah, probably not. So if you want to jump ahead to when I actually get this first card out, feel free. If you want to timestamp later, if you want to section this off, feel free. But I'm really only going to timestamp when I actually begin, okay? So let's get into it, please. I want to see messages. Well, first, let's go ahead and flip it over. I think we'll do that. Yeah, let's flip it over first, and then we'll go ahead and ask for clarification. So the first card, again, what's going on in your mind at this time during your birthday period, Leo? What's affecting you the most? What's the focal point? An area of interest or a person of interest? Let's see what we have. Well, we got the main male from the Kipper deck. So for some of you, if not all of you, a main male, or rather a masculine energy, okay? Let's go ahead and branch that out, because Kipper is definitely different than tarot. So for some of you, it will definitely be a man. But because we're going to use tarot to clarify, I'm going to extend it to masculine energy, which can incorporate females. However, I mean, it's pretty striking. So it looks like a sharp dressed guy, looks pretty smart and handsome and all that good stuff. So we'll see. So please clarify for Leo what the main male has to do with their mental energy, or the area of their mind at this time during their birthday season. Wow, this doesn't even want to go together. And I pre-shuffled this, so that was kind of interesting. That got like kind of sticky in the matter of me talking for what, like 5 minutes? Wow, interesting. All right, so let's clarify the main male for Leo, please. Let's get 3 cards on him. Emperor, that makes sense. Aries energy. Oh, wow, and there's the rest. All right, so we got, on top of Mr. Main Male, very fiery energy. Yes, all fire. If you're dealing with a man, he could be a fire sign, specifically in Aries with the Emperor card. So we've got the Emperor, 7 of Wands, and the Princess of Wands. For some of you, this is like a husband figure. This is somebody who's very territorial. They are kind of, not even kind of, they're pretty damn possessive. And we'll get into it because I feel it like opening up as I'm speaking. But it feels like this is someone who is either a husband or a father to your children, or your father potentially. They're intense. They're very intense. They're very serious. They don't play any games. And they might be frightening, if I'm honest. And since this is talking about your mental space, you are heavily consumed with defending yourself against this person. In some of your cases, it might be physical, because wands can indicate physicality, movement, showing up in your world, getting in your face possibly if this has gotten to the point of confrontation. And you might be a little bit panicked about this. Like, oh my God, and it got really hot. Yes, exactly. As soon as they're like, yep. As soon as I started this reading, I'm sitting, the AC was just on. So the air in this room is actually cool, but my body is actually, the temperature is going up. So this person might raise your blood pressure. They might give you anxiety. They might frighten you, or I'm sensing like, oh, that's where that's coming from. Princess of Wands, aka the Page of Wands. So this could be a child that you share with this person. Again, fire sign energy, heavy emphasis on Aries, being that the Emperor has showed up. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This could be you, Leo. You don't have to be a male. This could be you as a female Leo. You could be having this impact on other people, just to keep it open, because it's still a general reading. However, this person has some type of quote unquote ownership over you. They own property that you don't own. So you might live with them, live in boyfriend, live in long time, common law husband, whatever it is. And the deed is in their name. So they lord that over you. This person, Leo, and obviously, by the way, it's a general collective reading. This is not going to apply to every Leo. Not all of you are dealing with someone like this. And they're giving me deeper context. It doesn't even have to be current, right? This doesn't have to be your current situation. This could be, like I said, for some of you, your own father. And this could have been what it was like for you to grow up with this person, right? Or your mother, or your uncle, or someone of significance, some main male that was present in your upbringing, right? This person, whether it's a current situation, a past situation, still has a significant impact on your current mental state. So it's your birthday season, Leo. Some of you might be reflecting back on your relationship with your father, on your relationship with an older male in your life, or particularly strong masculine energy in your life, or just masculine dynamic, period. Maybe some of you view men in general as being aggressive, as being possessive, as being demonstrative or destructive in your life, and you feel the need to defend yourself against all of that. That's very interesting. So again, in your mental in your mental space right now, Leo, I think you're feeling very concerned about this person's presence in your life, or this person's effect in your life, whether it's stemming from decades ago or years ago or in your current state. And I think many of you are put on the defensive by this person, and you are looking possibly to protect yourself and or your children or whatever you're invested in. What does that mean? Whatever you're invested in. Okay. In some of your cases, like a few of your cases, this person is not a friend of you. This is actually an enemy of yours, because there's a lot of red here, right? In these three cards, there's tons of red. So this person might not be a pleasant person in your life. They never were pleasant. They don't even, like I'm sensing like a boss, or I'm sensing like a coworker or someone in that capacity, in that realm, who, for lack of a better word, kind of wants to destroy you or destroy your business. This could be a competitor. There we go. It could be a competitor in some field or in some aspect of your life. And I feel, Leo, you see this person as a threat, or they see you as a threat, or it's a mutual thing. You look at each other and you have disdain in your eyes for the other person. That weighs heavily on your mind. And it feels really rigid, if I'm honest. It feels very like fiery because of all the red, right? And it feels very explosive, but it also feels very stuck. So either you're stuck thinking about this person and you're not, you're kind of rolling around in your head. This is ruminating over and over and over in your head, or it's them towards you. And I'm not seeing a way for you to kind of get out of that. I don't know what that means. So I'm going to leave it there, because, we do have 5 different areas that we need to get to. But yeah, hopefully that makes sense to you. If it does, feel free to comment. I'm going to leave everything up here in case we have to come back in reference to it. So that takes care of Leo's mental space. We're going to move on now to the body. So again, mind, body, spirit, purpose, and connection we're going to talk about today. So the second card is your body, your physical self, your physical space, perhaps. Oh my God. Official person. Another masculine or male type figure. I'm going to leave that open because I'm not really sure what that means just yet, or that could be you. Official person, very interesting. Regarding Leo's physical space, their physical body, please clarify official person and the emphasis or importance of official person on Leo's physical space and their physical body. And their health and well-being, because that's the other aspect of it, right? So physical space, physical body, and health and well-being. Please give insight and clarification on official person. Thank you. Okay, they want that one. One. Looking for 2 more cards, please. Insight and clarification on official person regarding Leo and their physical body, physical space, and health and well-being. There we go again. Fire energy, King of Wands. 1 more card, please, for Leo regarding their physical body, space, and well-being. Thank you. It's kind of in a side position, so let's see. Yeah, like that. Okay, thank you. They're like, yeah, like that. So we had first the 6 of Pentacles, got it, and the King of Wands, and the World in reverse. Okay. Sorry, there's like a chunk from this crystal that came flying off. Leo, some of you might have issues in terms of your health. I'm like looking at this King of Wands, and he is like giving me like trainer vibes, like, like a fitness trainer. So some of you might be getting into that. 6 of Pentacles. Oh my God. Wow. I'm sure you heard that. So clearly it's storming outside. It's still going. That shook the house. That's how fucking loud that was. Holy shit. Sorry for all the cursing. Yeah, woof. Okay, so that might have been a big synchronicity for somebody. You might have an official person who is a fitness trainer or has a background in fitness or some interest in health and wellness and, dietary stuff. I have no idea. It could be a doctor or a nutritionist. Who knows? or you could be in that line of work or seeking to be in that line of work, or you might need someone in that capacity in an official way. Like maybe you go to the gym on your own, right? Or you're doing workouts at your home, but it's just like not getting you to where you want to be in your physical body, in your health. You might feel very imbalanced, right? If you look at the official person here, and it does say official person, even though it's depicted by a man, so it doesn't have to be a male. Again, it could just be it could also be a female. But this person looks, really like, what's this word? That's not the word. I'm going to say it. Hopefully it'll bring the other word out that I want. This person looks tight. Not tight is like, I'm not talking about their personality, like they're stuck up or they're not cool or they're stiff. It's more like thank you, well put together. Thank you. That's the phrasing. So this person or this energy concerning your body, concerning your physical health, your physical wellness, how you're maintaining yourself, or what you need to be doing with your body is to be well put together, is to be tightened up. Maybe some of you, again, with this King of Wands, fire sign energy, again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, where you might want to be toned. Like this guy, he doesn't look like a bodybuilder or anything, but he looks toned. He looks like he's healthy, yeah? So Leo, concerning your physical space, your physical body, and your overall wellness in those terms, I get the sense that you're seeking to be balanced. You're seeking to, or at least you should be seeking, let's say it that way. Or maybe not should be. You are encouraged by my guides and the tarot. You're encouraged to seek balance. So if you've not been eating right, if you've been lazy, like I said, if you've been going to the gym but you're not seeing those results, you might need to come into contact with or seek the professional help of somebody who does this for a living, who made a career out of this. Or if you're not interested in, spending that money or making those types of contacts, you might want to enlist the help of someone who's gone this route before you and has seen success. This might be a friend of yours, somebody you see on Instagram. You could slide into the DMs and be like, hey, I find your story really inspiring. Could you teach me, a couple of tips or tricks here? Or would you be someone who'd be willing to sort of kind of sponsor me and support me, whatever you need. And I'm really feeling like this is about your physical body, Leo. Okay. Because everything we talked about back here, right? I don't know what you believe and I don't know what you equate in terms of what it means to have a balanced life. But if your mental body is so consumed with everything that we were speaking about before, the way to possibly find relief with that, for those where this is going to connect, is to throw yourself into a physical routine to see yourself become, quote unquote, healthier. Now, does that mean you need to go and, join a CrossFit gym or, sign up for some, insane diet? I don't know what you need. I'm not a professional in those ways, but I do get the sense that enlisting the help of someone who is an expert or at least more educated on the subject in this realm than you are is very important. Now, excuse me. I've got nails and I can't even pick up these damn cards. The World in reverse. Not much difference, but I'll show it to you upright just so you can at least read the word. The World. Capricorn Energy, also fixed sign energy, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. But it's in reverse. This is interesting. A lot of you, you're really, okay, that's kind of on the nose, and I don't want to, quote unquote, make it like a solid argument, but they're kind of giving me this energy of what you want to see progression with in certain areas of your life is very indicative, or it's very influenced, thank you, by how you relate to your physical body. Again, I'm not saying you got to go out and, lose 20 pounds and gain 10 pounds of muscle, and that's when all your dreams will come true. That's not the point. The point is to take care of yourself physically, if not your physical body, thank you, because I had said physical space, right? So this could be official person in terms of like housekeeping. This could be somebody who can come into your house. Maybe you should be on like Hoarders Junior, like, you know, Hoarders Light, and you could, you know, you could stand to throw some shit out of your house. Maybe that's what this is. You call up 1-800, you know, fix my house or come get my shit.com, whatever. And you say to this person or you say to this company, I need your help. This is like a helping scenario. Someone is around you, a service is around you, an expert is around you, or you need to seek this out in order to get your physical space, your physical body, and your health in general back on track. Until you do that, I feel as though there's a missing lesson. Very interesting. Missing lesson, not a missing piece. You're missing the lesson. Thank you. I'm like, a missing lesson? What the hell? I feel you would be missing the lesson because the World card, again, attached to that Capricorn archetype, is about teaching lessons. Karmic lessons a lot of the time, but generally, what did you learn here, or what are you struggling with, and how will you persevere, and how will you succeed once you sort of bite the bullet or face your demons or whatever the hell else, whatever cliched phrase you want to throw at this, okay? So in this particular area of your life, Leo, it feels a little better. And again, for those where like you're consumed mentally, back here with everything that we talked about, this might be a good way to alleviate whatever stress, anxiety, anger you might be feeling regarding what happens in your mental space, okay? All right, so let's go ahead. That was first, so we'll put that like that. There we go. So let's go ahead and move on to your spiritual space or your emotional space, whichever way you want to think of it. Because some people who come to tarot, they're not necessarily spiritualists. And let's see what's going on there. Mature woman. Who are all these people? Wow. Because this, you know, the Kipper deck is not about, I mean, there's tons of people, but it's not only people. Wow. Mature woman in your emotional space. In your spiritual space, I should say. Excuse me. In your spiritual space, emotional space, spiritual and emotional space for Leo. Let's get 3 clarifying cards on this mature woman, please, for Leo. 3 cards for mature woman. Thank you. Clarify the mature woman for Leo, please. Ugh, 9 of Swords. Yep. I'm like not feeling her. I'm gonna tell you. I'm not a fan. 2 more cards for Leo, please, to clarify the mature woman. Where are we at for time? The devil, Lord. Oh, not too bad. 20 minutes or so. Final card. Thank you. I mean, she looks like a piece of work, doesn't she? I mean, I don't know what kind of TV shows or movies you guys watch or books you read or anything you might intuit from this card. But what I intuit from this card, what I feel when I look at this person is like a widow or a spinster, an old maid, a person who has lived a life and, as we can see, looks pretty well-to-do. Again, all these cards, and again, not all the cards in the Kipper deck are of people of status or anything like that, but these first 3 cards are giving me like, you know, some of you Leos might come from, you know, a certain background, a certain comfortable background, but whatever. So we do see someone who comes from that lifestyle or comes from that, you know, socioeconomic bracket, but does she look happy? Does she look fulfilled? Does it look like she's about to, you know, have the time of her life sitting for this portrait? No. You know, she looks kind of miserable. So let's see if I'm correct when we combine all of the tarot into this. In terms of your emotional space or your spiritual space, I should say, you have as well, clarifying, you have the 9 of Swords, the Devil, and the Magician. So this is a manipulative person that you've experienced in your life. Again, this person, mature woman, similar to main male that we were talking about before, it does give off this feminine energy, but I gotta be honest with you, and given everything that's come out behind it, this person might be a physical woman. They might be a woman, head to toe, lady. But I'm going to tell you, the energy marker of this person is masculine. So, why do I say that? I get, not to say that women can't be manipulative, that women can't be vindictive. Clearly, everybody, every person, no matter what your gender is, can be that. But this person does it aggressively. This person does it with intention. This person, whoever mature woman is regarding your spiritual space, how it's affecting you or your emotional space, no. I'm not digging them. I'm not digging this energy. It's similar to main male. They might be related. Okay. Mature woman, older woman, and this was main male, and he was kind of younger, right? He's kind of like, 30s or 40s. Yeah. So this could be a mother of that person or a mother figure, right? And again, it doesn't have to be just because there's a woman on. This could be a man with masculine energy, but they show up as a mature woman or something like that. So talking too much about gender. Take gender out of it and really think about the energy marker of this person. Their energy marker is they're aggressive or they're passive aggressive. They're a dog without a bone. They insist. They impose. And they do it. It feels like this person does it because they've earned that space, they've earned that place, they've earned that right, quote unquote, and it's just a mess. So, again, clarifying, let's take a look with the tarot deck. Ay, Dios mío. So, Nine of Swords, Devil card, that's Capricorn. For those that you care about the sign. It doesn't have to be a Capricorn, by the way. I'm just letting you know. And the Magician, that would be secondary major for Gemini and Virgo. Any sign could be here, but if you want to take those three signs home, go ahead and do so. Or the previous two that I mentioned earlier. Now, this person in your spiritual world, in terms of your spiritual development, your growth, your balance, or your maybe even your spiritual contentment, this person is a hindrance. They're not really helping you. And in some of your cases, Leo, this person is stuck to you, or you're stuck to them, or there's this relationship, there's this tie between you that is hard to break. This Nine of Swords, I feel, is not only reactionary to whatever interactions you have with this person, whether they be pleasant, whether they be unpleasant, whether they be frequent or infrequent, whether it be on the phone, in person, through email, I don't care. There is just this, what a heavy word, torturous feeling that comes over you when this person is around. They don't have to be a relative to you. They don't have to be anybody's mother, your partner's mother, the mother of your cousin. It doesn't, which would be what, your aunt? There you go. It doesn't have to be that you're actually blood related or related through marriage to this person. But it feels like that type of family bond. It feels as if this person is very integral to your life and you are to them. And it could be contractual. It could be a business relationship. It could be professional. Yeah, it could be a professional thing. You could work, excuse me. You could work for this person. Because again, with the way this woman looks and the way at least the first three cards have come out, that this looks like a social status thing. You could be in the employ of this person. And spiritually speaking, they tax you. They weigh on you. When you go home at night, you still think about what happened in the day when you were talking with them or interacting with them in some type of way, right? There's this ever-present feeling that you have with them. Some of you, this is like a karmic thing, because we have Capricorn here and we do have the world earlier. So some of you, this is a karmic tie, and it's plaguing you, okay? Plaguing you, the devil. This person, like I said earlier, is manipulative. Okay. For some of you Leos, and again, I keep saying this person towards you, this person towards you. This again could be you towards other people. If you know you're not such a nice Leo and you know that you're being a little bit of a pain in the ass, go ahead and own that shit, okay? But like I said earlier, This person is manipulative. And the thing about the devil card, excuse me, in tarot, or the energy of the devil, is that it is a convincing, it's a ruse. It's not true. And the only way it can be viewed as true is if you, the person who feels controlled, who feels as if you have no power, who feels as though you have no impact on the situation, is you must co-sign to that. So, and look at the stairway. It goes up towards this person's head, either towards where their part of their skull would be or towards where their ear would be, right? So this person probably talks in a certain way towards you, has certain discussion points with you or certain contention with you, and the way they communicate, they make you feel small, or they make you feel, but again, the trick of the devil in tarot, even in biblical terms, if you want to think about it that way, is that you have to convince the person you're talking to that they have no power. And for some reason, Leo, you have signed on to this. And that's not a blame. That's just the way I'm feeling this energy. And again, if this is a relative, if this is an older female in your life or an older person in your life, period, male or female, it doesn't matter. Male, masculine or feminine energy, it really doesn't matter. There is like this deference I feel, because this is my mom, because this is my great aunt Susan, because this is my, my older brother Bo, whatever I have to do, or they know more than me. Let me tell you something, Leo, that's a bunch of bullshit, because that's a manipulation. And I bet that's how that person talks to you. The moment you might defend yourself. Again, we had the Seven of Wands earlier, defensive postures, right? The moment you defend yourself to this person, they throw it in your face. Oh, so this is how you treat me? Well, blah, blah, when you were growing up, I was there for you. And it's just like, that's a manipulation. If I'm 30-something years old, 40-something years old, hell, even 20-something years old, how are you going to hold something over my head that happened when I was 4? Like, what? Anyway, so all 3 cards together, Magician, equal manipulation. This person manipulates you, and it's hurting you. Yeah, it's hurting you spiritually. Because what I sense, especially with this Nine of Swords, is that you're not able to grow. Yes, you're not able to grow spiritually. Some of you are stunted. Thank you. Spiritually stunted. Inner child woundings. Like, look at how this person is like almost in a fetal position. You have inner child woundings from this person potentially. And again, that Capricorn energy, the world came out also in your previous mini reading. So there's karmic harm this person and your entanglement with them, your relationship to them, your spiritual binding to them that has done to you. This is this person and main male might be one and the same. So, if you're looking for 2 people, you might not have to. They might be one and the same. And mental and spiritual, or mental and emotional, are very, easily related to one another. So there might not be that much difference. Or you might have 2 people who kind of get into cahoots, magician, right? Using all the tools they mutually have at their disposal to make you feel small, to make you feel as if you're not worthy of something, or to make you feel as if you're not good enough for something. That's what that feels like collectively. It feels like in other realms you feel fine, or in other relationships you feel fine, but there's a particular person that you have a spiritual bind to, or contract with, karmic contract with, what have you, that is just like, you can't shake them when they come around. You can't get your head on straight. You could be the most confident person. And, Leos stereotypically are said to be confident and egotistical and all that good stuff. But when it comes to this person, you feel totally out of your element. It's very interesting. I hope that makes sense. I don't really like that person because they know what they're doing. They know that if you were to really, quote unquote, get smart or get wise to their game, or actually stick to calling them out, pushing back on them, they would lose. They don't want you to, quote unquote, escape their clutches. Interesting. All right. Purpose. Leo. Courtship. Interesting. Courtship. Oh, so we're switching decks. So I figure we'll do the top 3 with one deck, and then we'll do another deck with purpose, and then a separate deck for connection. Purpose, we're going to go with New Era Tarot, right? Yeah. All right, so let's warm this up a little bit. Everything's been pre-shuffled and meditated on before I cut the camera on, so don't be too concerned with that. All right. All right, so for Leo's purpose at this time during their birthday season, regarding the aspect or the condition or the influence of courtship, give me more insight for Leo, please. Oh, that was a terrible bridge. Terrible. Let's try it again. There we go. Courtship for Leo. I want to see more insight and messages for Leo regarding courtship and their purpose at this time. Thank you. All right, they're ready. Let's do it. 3 cards for Leo, show me. It's interesting. For some of you, like, this courtship is about business. Like, you're meant to court someone in a business aspect. You might be giving a presentation. Interesting. We'll leave it. Thank you. You might be making a presentation. You might be, you know, out there tossing your resume in every mailbox that you can find, talking to every hiring manager or recruiter that you can. Interesting. Final card to clarify courtship for Leo. Thank you. All right. Where'd it go? Oh, it's right there. They overlapped. Okay. So the first card, second card. This is in a side. Let's see. Or is it staying in a side position? See, upright. Thank you. Okay. So, first card out was conflict, aka 5 of Wands, or in this deck, 5 of fire. Then 3 of fire, 3 of Wands. And then the 2 of Pentacles or 2 of Earth, change. Interesting. It feels like, I'm going to stick to business real quick because I can see it's going to change into another realm. For those where it's business, you might have to cut some contracts or bail out on some agreements or just leave a job that you've been steady with, right? I didn't even show you courtship, my bad. When you look at courtship, it's like these two are like little lovebirds, or like they're just blossoming, or, you know, they, I guess back in this day, like you didn't date, or like I think back in this time, I feel like you had to like know someone for like weeks or months sometimes before you even like got to take them out on a date, or I suppose ask the father of the female, hey, can I date your daughter? But whatever. There's this sense of, for some of you, you were in a newish contract or a new place of employment, so it wasn't like super stable anyway, and so you're just going to jet away from that. Or for those you've been in it for a while, you've been kind of quote unquote steady, but you never had a full commitment from the job, or you never really put down roots in the profession, something like that. So you could have been a recent grad, or this is the first job you've had after coming out of retirement or something like that, or transitioning and all this other kind of, it's like this intermediate thing, and you're going to essentially leave that behind. No more intermediate, no more, you know, halfway being involved in this business, but then kind of doing a side hustle. It's like, I feel there's this progression to move towards something more solid. So at this time, Leo, your purpose is to, I think, sort of court yourself, sort of look after your own stability or your own security, or to find, again, since this is your area of purpose, to really find your true match. Person, place, or thing, job, home, you know, lifestyle or hobby, whatever it is. Your purpose is to find the actual match, the actual, like, this is it. And I feel many of you Leos have been in a situation where it's been it, but it's not really it. Now, I told you this was going to transition, so let's go ahead and go with the transition. For some of you, your purpose is to find the it, the one, the partner of sort of your lifetime. A lot of you Leos have this concept, or you feel this way. My purpose is to find the person I'm meant to be with. Could be in other aspects such as business or, just friendship, sure. Maybe you're already, married, but you don't have like a friend. You don't have a confidant, maybe. But for most of you Leos, it feels like your purpose, or at least what you've been focused on or interested in, is finding someone to love, someone who loves you, someone that you can build upon. Like, again, like this is like old school, like we've been going out for a little while. What are we going to call this? The courtship period where we're really defining and doing the legwork of trying to build towards something, right? So to clarify, again, 5 of conflict, or excuse me, 5 of fire, aka conflict, 5 of wands. So to do this is a fight. To find this person is a fight. If you found them, you might have to fight for them. There might be, yes, thank you, competition is a word that in traditional tarot depictions, you'll see 5 people with wands in a field kind of going at it towards each other. Similar feeling here. There might be other people who are hovering around your person of interest. Male or female, it doesn't matter. Gender doesn't matter. Age doesn't matter. None of that matters. But you might have to, sort of put yourself as the cream of the crop. And, interesting. So that could be it. You're single, they're single, and it's a dating world, even in the middle of a pandemic. And you might be having to, kind of make yourself stand out. But another message that they came in with was here, this person that you're interested in, or who's interested in you, or whatever the breakdown is, might already be connected or committed in some cases, right? So they could be married or committed. You could be married or committed. Take your pick. You know your story, right? And there is going to be a conflict. There is going to be, or there already is a conflict over getting this thing off the ground. Liftoff. Exploration, 3 of fire, going towards something in the future. The great beyond, well, not the great beyond in that sense, but places and spaces unknown, right? What we see here, a rocket ship taking off, or yeah, it's called a rocket. What am I thinking? I'm like, that's not a rocket. It is a rocket. For a second, I was like, you know why? I was like, that's not what spaceships look like. I've been watching Star Trek recently. And I was thinking of the Starship Enterprise. I'm watching The Next Generation. So I was just like, that's not what a damn spaceship looked like. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Anyway. So some of you are going to have to fight to get this relationship off the ground. Either, no matter what your status is, your status, their status, you feel your purpose is to fight to get a chance to exploration, to really see what can happen in this connection. Now, before I go further, just to, because I feel there could be some overlap or some contingencies here, right? Main male could be an overbearing father in some of your cases who disapproves of your dating choices and you feel the need to defend yourself. Or they could feel, because going back here, Emperor, 7 of Wands, and the Princess of Wands, this person could feel defensive of you, Leo. This person, main male, again, could be a father or a concerned cousin or whatever, or an ex, whatever, who's just like, I don't think that's a good idea. And you're just like, oh, Jesus, leave me alone. And then we had here, maybe your attraction is towards someone who's in the fitness world. Who knows? It could be an official person was the card underneath there. You might need, I don't know. There's just like, they're drawing me back up here and they're telling me that there's complications. What's going on up here in either this pile, this pile, this pile, or all three complicates your purpose. Yeah? Complicates your trying to go and seek this courtship or solidify this relationship or solidify the opportunity, the chance just to get to know someone. I get the sense that these three together or in separate ways are hindrances, monkey wrenches. Again, it's not on this card, but for those who are familiar, envision what the Five of Wands looks like. It's a bunch of people having a kerfuffle. So in some of your instances, it's Jesus, I don't want to say that, but they're forcing me because some of you are possibly conceptualizing it this way. It's like a Romeo and Juliet, which is, a tragic fucking story. So let's not romanticize it. It's tragic. Number one, it's teenagers, aka a teenage male and and a very underage female, if you know the history of it. But whatever. Two teenagers who want to get together, who want to date, who want to be in love, because, when you're 14 and 15, you know what's up. No, you don't. But you see what I mean? And their families are at war. So that could be what's going on here. There might be rough family history between your person and your family. Your two families, or there could be bad blood between you guys, or people that you know. And it's just, you already know it's going to be an uphill battle. You already know it's going to take so much fuel, so much energy to propel you away from the drama. Yeah? Interesting. Now, and that makes sense. Two of Pentacles, aka Two of Earth, change. If you're familiar with what this card looks like in the traditional deck, it's that person who's like doing like the balancing act with the two pentacles in their hand, and they've got the infinity symbol between both of their hands. That's what this is going to require. Massive change. Look at that tree. Massive. That shit ain't grow there over a week's worth of time. That's like years worth of growth in terms of trees, right? That's no little, what do you call it? I forget what you call it. Not a sprig, a sparling, a springling, something like, is it called a springling? Whatever a baby tree is called. That's not a baby tree. So this change, this move, this emphasis, or not emphasis, this, what is the word? This trajectory, thank you, has taken a lot of time, will involve a lot of investment, or at least, maybe not a lot, clear investment. Thank you. Clear investment. Because with the Two of Pentacles, it's like this, I don't know. And the way to progress is to get to the Three of Pentacles, actually making a plan, actually solidifying the idea, actually getting into, in some cases, going back to those where this is not about romantic anything, and it's just about your work. It's just about your career path. It's actually, to get the best out of the Two of Pentacles, you have to transform it into the Three. Practical planning. You can't stay in this, well, should I, shouldn't I, weighing the options, weighing the pros and cons, thinking it's a good thing, Monday and Tuesday, then Wednesday comes and now you're not so sure, and then you're back to the drawing board. No, it's like a shit or get off the pot type of situation. And I think, Leo, you know that, or the person you're dealing with knows that. One of you knows that, or both of you know that. And that's kind of the crux of the situation is, I feel, that could also be what's going on here. They might, be sitting in the park, stealing this moment. Our families don't want us to be together, Geraldine. Oh, I know, Robert. I just want to be with you forever. And it's just like their families or their friends are just like, did you see Robert today? Whatever do you mean? Oh, no, I never saw Robert today. And it's just like, come on. So in terms of your purpose, a lot of you are going to be in a fight, in a struggle, whether it's a personal struggle, whether it's between you and other people, to kind of solidify some type of partnership, some type of union. For many of you, that's about your job. Some of you are in this in-between space during this pandemic. You may have lost your job. You may have been laid off. And so this is like sort of the perfect, I quote it because it's a fucking pandemic, so it doesn't feel perfect, but it literally, or excuse me, not literally, but possibly cosmically, is the perfect time to make a transition. If you've been laid off, or your job is sort of up in the air with that two of Earth energy, who knows what's going to happen in the next month or so? Am I still going to be employed? Am I going to be fired? And you don't know. This might be the perfect time to make a certain transition in your life, okay? So that is what entails your purpose. Let us move to your final part here, Leo, to connection. Spiritual connection, basically. Any type of relationship of significance. Again, on a spiritual level. You had one come up earlier, so let's see if we get something. Oh, God. Come on. What? So many people. So many people. There are cards in the Kipper deck that have not ne'er person on the card. But you got all people, Leo. So you have a very, got a cast of characters around you. Let's say it that way. All right, Leo. So we're going to use another deck for this final part. So regarding Leo's spiritual connections of significance in Leo's life. Let's get some insight on that. Insight and messages for Leo regarding significant connections and or spiritual connections. And let's get some clarification on the wealthy man for Leo, please. Somebody doesn't know somebody's rich. You don't know you're rich. Someone doesn't know they're rich, or someone's about to be rich, quote unquote rich, okay? Rich is relative. That's why I quote it. $10,000 is like, rich to somebody, and $10,000 is like a drop in the bucket to somebody else. You know what I mean? So it's all relative. That's why I quote it. But somebody is about to come into some money, or somebody is from money, but doesn't let people know that. That's interesting. So wealthy man, let's see. 3 cards for Leo, please. That was about to be a whole mess. That was about to be a lot of cards. And we're not doing that. There's 1. 2. Oh, that looks kind of violent. And 1 more, please. Thank you. All right. Yeah? Okay, good. They like that. So the first card out was the 3 of Pentacles. I'm just kind of talking about that. The Ace of Swords and the Tower. I'm telling you, somebody has money and they either don't know they have money, they're about to have, like, money's about to come out of somewhere. A surprise about money for some of you, not all of you. By the way, this is still a general, so please don't get too excited. But 3 of Pentacles. Oh, I didn't even show you wealthy man. Let's take a look at him. Hey there, rich guy. If I was a rich girl, la 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 la. Sorry. Wealthy man. Like, this could be a business owner, an investor. For some, maybe a potential partner, like romantic partner, but in some cases, like we were just talking over here, this could be like a future boss, or like I said, an investor, or somebody who comes along and just is philanthropic. Thank you. This could be somebody who you might be starting up a business, or you might be in need of, some extra cash to pay towards tuition, and you might start a GoFundMe, or somehow it goes through the grapevine and this person hears of need, and they might step up and absolutely hand you a check, or just deposit money secretly into your account, or drop something off at your house. Like, this person is an opportunity, but I'm not sure that you would even know them or view them as an opportunity, because I don't feel opportunistic energy coming from you, Leo. But I feel that this person, if they're going to lay their business out there, they do it with intent and purpose. This is not somebody who got to be wealthy because of bad investments or silly moves. They're very sincere. They're very, they're very interested in facilitating other people's dreams. In some of your cases, not all. In some of your cases, this is just a future boss who, is well-to-do, or, is stable, and they might be, offering you a fair salary and all this other kind of stuff. But to clarify that, person, whoever they are, masculine or feminine, I'm not sensing this as like specifically a man, and I really haven't for any other person who showed up here, but this person can be female. This is very like 50-50. Don't even care what this person's gender is. If they show up and they seem like they're ready to cut you a check, don't be like, no, I'm waiting for a check from a man, not a woman. Move along, sir. Don't do that. Okay. Anyway, to clarify the wealthy man, you got the Three of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and the Tower. All right. So Tower, secondary major for, I'm going to blank, Aries again. Sometimes also Scorpio. Any sign that I've mentioned can be a part of your story or not at all. It's a general. So, Three of Pentacles. Kind of what I was talking about here, this Two of Earth. You go from the Two of Pentacles or the Two of Earth to the Three of Pentacles, Three of Earth. That's progression. So somewhere along the way, Leo, and these don't have to be connected, but they're kind of making me do it for some reason, so I'm just going to go with it. Eventually, it's like you got to make a move. And once you make a move, physical, okay, because it's Pentacles, some of you, physical move. Once you make a physical move to a different town, move to a different company, move to, even move rooms in your home, maybe, where you're living, maybe you're working in a spare bedroom as your office, and maybe you'd be better off having your spare bedroom not be an office and actually be a bedroom, and maybe you should put put the office in the basement. Who knows? But once you make a certain move, you begin to build with this Three of Pentacles. It might directly involve the wealthy man. He might be the person you get into business with. He might be the person that you get into this certain connection with. This connection can be, for a few of you, a love connection. Or it's like one and the same. What does that mean, one and the same? You could meet this person or get into business with them and fall in love with them. And them you, in possibly, right? Or you could be in love with this person and you start a business with them. One and the same. Like, they're giving me an equal sign between these two images of business and love, and they're giving me an equal sign. Perhaps that's what some of you dream of. You dream of starting a business with your significant other, whether you have someone in your life right now or you do not. Or you dream of going into business and somehow that independence or that whatever you're wanting to do in your career life is going to get you to a love relationship. You see what I mean? So you build on that. You go from a two of I'm not sure, and you become all the more stable once you finally bite the bullet and make a decision. Three of Pentacles. And I feel like in many cases, this wealthy person is kind of hanging around. You might know them right now. Like I told you, somebody might not know that they're rich. They themselves don't know that they're rich, or you don't know that they are. Does that make sense? You might be very rich, Leo, and you're keeping that keeping that under wraps because you don't, and that makes sense. In this world, regardless of gender, regardless of politics, regardless of anything, gold diggers and opportunistic people are everywhere, right? And based on everything that I said before, everybody who has showed up, again, this deck, I'm like tempted to pull out all the other cards if you're not aware or familiar with the Kipper deck. There are poor people, no offense. There are poor people in the Kipper deck. You don't have anybody out here who looks poor, right? So there's something about wealth and money and access that's important here. And the Ace of Swords, there's truth coming out about that. Declarations about that. Dare I say, Leo, for some of you, because again, this is your connection space, so some type of significant other, and it doesn't have to be romantic, okay, so like broaden it. But there's someone around you who might declare after months or even years of you knowing them, they might say, well, when I made my first $1 million, and you're like, wait, excuse me? Say again? Yeah, well, when I made my first $1 million when I was 24, you're 37, Brad. What do you mean? I do okay. And this whole time, your friend, this guy you're dating or girl you're dating or whoever, this neighbor of yours or this someone who just comes to your little shop, and I'm not trying to downplay you or downplay your efforts, Leo, but literally, you could have an online shop and this person steady buys your stuff, right? and you kind of have like a rapport with this person, like back and forth through your correspondence. Oh, thank you so much for your purchase. I really appreciate you supporting my small business at this time. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then they might casually say, oh, well, if you're ever looking for an investor, if you're ever looking for an opportunity, I can hook you up with blah, blah, blah. And you kind of start to get this vibe from this person. Eventually, the truth of their financial well-being is going to come to the surface. They're either going to say it, or you're just going to find out in some type of way. Or you're going to come into some type of money because, again, this person could just be an investor. At some point, they've purchased so many of your items, or so much from you in terms of services, that eventually they're like, you know what, Leo, I think you're a wonderful individual. I believe in your dream, or I believe in your business structure, what have you. Here's 50 grand. Something like that. Don't quote me on dollars and cents. Don't quote me on it's going to happen tomorrow. There's no time frame I'm feeling here. And again, it's a general, so it's not even for everybody. But there's something quite revolutionary. Something very earth-shattering about your relationship with this person. Platonic or not, romantic or not, business or not, whatever. There's something very radical is the energy they're giving me. Radical, which is interesting because Mars isn't known to be this energy, again, the tower belonging to Aries, a little bit of Scorpio, and Mars is the rules both, it rules Aries and co-rules Scorpio with Pluto. Mars is not known to be radical. It's known to be like a roller coaster, or I shouldn't say that, explosive. But they're giving me this thing of revolutionary or like I said, radical. So, okay, here we go again. So it could be this person, and again, rich is relative, or wealthy is relative. Wealthy man, that's a relative term. I don't know what rich is to you. I know what rich is to me. But this person, recall what I was saying earlier about the 3 readings up here, particularly your mental and your spiritual or emotional space, right? There's contention here. You got an older woman here, main male here, and then wealthy man here alongside courtship. I feel as though it's like one of those, again, it's like a Romeo and Juliet thing. There could be someone who wants to be invested in you, either monetarily or in a romantic sense or both, whatever. And their family disapproves. Your family disapproves. Whatever. But this person is available or will become available. They will, either you or they will make a decision, make a plan to work together, to be together, to spend time together, to work towards something together. And that, based on the artwork of this, someone on their side or your side could say, working with this person, being with this person, it's like a suicide. That's a dangerous move. It's hurting you. Let's maybe take the word suicide off because that can be a little triggering for some people. But literally, someone could say, if you're investing with this Leo, that's like career suicide or something like that. Taking this risk with this person, making these plans with this person is going to be not a smart move. But I feel wealthy man is very confident. Again, doesn't have to be a man. And again, I don't know what you term as wealthy, okay? I don't know how many dollars in the bank to you equals wealthy. But I feel that the move to unify, if it happens, you feel good about it, they feel good about it. External energies or other people might not approve, and that might mess some things up with the tower. Tower can be, tower can be perceived as good or bad. It depends on who's doing the watching, The person who's on the bottom, who's holding her head and she's like, oh my God, this is so scary. From where she is, it's pretty bad. But for the people that are falling from the tower, it might be really fucking bad. So it's very open to individual perspectives, what the tower is or what it feels like or the impact of it, okay? All right, Leo, we did this shit. Not too bad. About an hour. I'll take it. If you like this reading, if you like this style, again, I'm really only going to do it for the birthday reading. So if you think Virgo and Libra and Scorpio and every sign after you from now until 2021 should get a little of this, please let me know in the comments if you think this style of birthday reading is good, if you liked it, if you found messages that resonated. Please put all that down in the comments. If you like the reading and you don't really want to say anything, just go ahead and hit the like button. That would be super cool. Oh boy, maybe having performance issues, my computer's telling me. Anyway, if you guys have not subscribed, if this is your first time here, if you've been around me for a while and you're kind of like, I don't know if I like this person, if you do like me, and if you want to see more of my content, please consider subscribing, okay? Leo, for you, I'll be back very soon. I had to skip the mid-July readings for a purpose I'll describe later. But anyway, I'll be back soon with the August readings. I will go live for your birthday reading on August the 8th, 8/8/2020. Ooh, look at that, 8/8/2020. Probably at 7 p.m. So if you are around and you want to get a question answered from me and my decks, feel free to join me at that time, okay? Leo, I appreciate you guys so much for watching this video. Take care. Bye.